Internet, good morning. My name is Magnitude, and yes, this is a Pokemon UBL related video just behind some Call of Duty gameplay. Why? Well, I forgot my webcam, so I gotta do the best I can do and improvise with what I have, and I think it's a good way to advertise my Call of Duty commentaries that I have a couple on this channel. I'll be doing about one Call of Duty commentary a week on this channel, so maybe you don't like Call of Duty, but maybe you like when I talk about things over Call of Duty. It's that old school, like, Call of Duty YouTube commentary style. You pick like a random topic, you put it over an 8-minute Call of Duty video, you give your thoughts on stuff, and people seem to enjoy it for what it is, both the Call of Duty gameplay and the fact that there's some guy talking behind it who makes, a few good jokes. But either way, if you guys like the video, be sure to leave a like on the videos. This is Pokemon UBL related. I asked on Twitter for press conference questions. Fret not, everybody. I'm doing 2 press conferences, one with questions from Twitter this week, and then one next week, next Saturday, which is going to have questions from YouTube. So if you have any UBL-related press conference questions that are not asked in this video, please comment them below. Please comment them below. I will take I'll take maybe 5 or 6 questions from the video next week, or the video this week, and answer them next week. So I have people asking questions. Like I would say 15 questions. Now I read all the questions, and I just took the ones I thought I could kind of put both the most entertaining and most insightful answers to. If I didn't answer your question, it's not that I didn't like the question or like you. I just felt like my answer wouldn't have been, I don't think my answer would have been very, entertaining or good. So that's kind of what I'm going for with that guy. Oh, God, come on, Steve. So we'll go to the first question. That is by Mr. @Renner_Zach. What is the plan going forward with the Sawsbucks? New scout, new offensive coordinator. What are you going to do to get this team to playoffs next season? Now, if you know me, you know I love a good sports analogy. You know I love pretending like I'm actually running a sports team. This question, of course, hit me hard. I think probably to get the team to the playoffs next week, next season, I think I need a new defensive coordinator, to be honest with you. I thought my defensive play was lackluster. I thought I had a lot of good offensive switches and offensive pressure this season. I predicted a fair number of switches that worked out for me. I only had a few that didn't. But defensively, I thought that my team kind of lacked a bulk, which is odd because if you ask me what one of the most important things about draft league format is, for a team, it's drafting bulk. The problem is I kind of get preoccupied with trying to get certain speed tiers, and then bulk is kind of second. Now, I did try my best. I've been out of the league for a while, so there's some new Pokemon I wanted to try out, but it was kind of tough for me to play defensively without adequate bulk. Both my bulky mons were 4 times weak to something. Which honestly, in my opinion, now again, I'm definitely not nearly the best draft league player of all time. I'm probably below, maybe above average on a good day. But as far as if you're gonna have 4-time weak mons, you might as well have 2 rather than 1, because that way you may have to make your opponent kind of. So a Pokemon like Landorus, right? It can either run a hidden power fire or a hidden power ice to deal with either Ferrothorn or Gliscor. You got to make it choose. Obviously, we can run like a hidden power ice and maybe like a superpower in that regard. But that's just kind of the Pokemon pick off the top of my head. So if you have 2 mons 4 times weak to something that are defensive, you kind of have to make your opponent choose which one. And then at that point, it's kind of a gamble, right? You're pretty much rolling the dice. And, there's a lot of luck involved with Pokemon, so you might as well sometimes play into it. So I think defensively, I'm going to have to get a little better, so I can't afford to switch into more things. There's a lot of times I was trying to make teams, I'm like, I can't switch into this shit at all. Because I was relying on, like, Granville and whatnot, which he never, I mean, he had his place, but never was something that you want to do. Next question from Virtual Spivey. What one Pokemon do you about now regret not snagging at a chance? I wish I got Zorora really bad. I think that thing is awesome. He's very fast. He's a fast fletcher type. And no other reason than I wanted to use one. That's the only reason. I don't think for practicality's sake it would have really helped me. It probably would have affected my Mega Choice a little bit, but I love a good turret. But I don't think that I wanted to get Zorora. It's so hard to say. I have a little speech impediment, if you guys didn't know. I have a little stutter sometimes where I trip over words and I kind of speak faster than I think, so sometimes words aren't right to me, so aren't said right to me. So you learn stuff about me. But you probably do that if you'd watch me for literally any amount of time at all. You're like, wow, Steve, just say the fucking word English. You've been speaking it for 27 years. Get it right. But I'm like, my brain and mouth don't connect sometimes. Which obviously that also relates to my lack of success with women. prior to finding my now wife. So, you know, that's a joke about myself. People love that kind of humor, man. They love that kind of humor. You get to, that's so in right now, right? Self-deprecating humor is so in right now. Like, you have, like, social media, like, being, like, depressive and suicidal is, like, the punchline of really, you know, really dark jokes. So, let's just play along. But Zorora mostly, I've been playing Pokemon for so long. I've been playing Draft League for so long. It really is a testament to how good some people are compared to me. I can't look at a Pokemon and go, that is the one that is gonna, you know, put. Oh, what the fuck is that, Steve? That's gonna put my Draft League team over the edge. You know, this would have really. I love drafting this mon. I'm not that good. I'm not good enough for that. We are taking a dump on that. Wow. I am not good enough for that, and I don't want to pretend that I'm good enough for that. I just wanted to use Pokemon that I like using and hope, you know. Well, you know, I do team comp first, but a very big component of what I choose to bring is also, hey, this would be kind of fun to bring, right? I would enjoy using this Pokemon rather than, yep, this Pokemon fits my team structure. No matter what it is, I want to use it. So, short answer, Zorora. Long answer, Zorora. Right? That makes sense? All right, good. Third question. Are your dogs Sawsbucks fans? I have it on good faith that Patches doesn't like Pokemon at all, but Broly, my pup bro. Actually, today, guys, oh my god, 1 year to the day we got Broly last year. He was this 9-pound little golden retriever pupper. I'm sure I'll have pictures up here of him. 9-pound little golden retriever pup, and now he's like a 65-pound, you know, just glorious creature. I named him Broly for one reason, because when you first meet Broly in now the non-canon movies, he was this timid little guy, and he didn't have a lot of aggression or anger. And then he becomes this golden badass as the movies go on, or as the movie goes on, really. When you first meet him, he's this timid little, just, you know, non-threatening, non-confrontational kind of guy. And then as time goes on, he becomes this fucking just golden, just monstrosity. And that's Broly. When we got him, he was a small, cute little pup. And now he's, well, he still is a cute pup, and now he's a giant cute pup. But he got bigger, and he's a golden guy, and I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan. So, and I paid for him, so there you go, Eric. So deal with it. But I have it on good authority that Broly, actually, Broly is not a Sawsbucks fan, which to me is disappointing. He's a big Minnesota Vikavolt fan. What the fuck is that about, Broly? I bring you into this house, and you're going to be a fan of the guy who 6-0'd me this year? Ridiculous. I'm sure I can find a photo of him somewhere wearing some Minnesota Vikavolt gear. So thanks a lot, Dan. Really. Can you talk to him? Can you talk to him and see what he can do about it, Dan? Come on. Please? It's really embarrassing not being the alpha in my house. It's really, he comes in wearing these Vikavolt gear, and it affects me on a personal level, and frankly, it's a little upsetting. Okay, I come home from a long day of work, and there he is in this fucking Vikavolt jersey. You know, he made jerseys. I'm bringing him a plush toy so he can destroy it. How about that shit? The anger's misplaced. It's my own fault, really. I should have been a better team. This is getting real. There you go. Oh, that was awesome to mesh mine there. So, next question from Newcorn. How would you compare Sawsbucks' overall performance to GBA? Sawsbucks' overall performance in the GBA this season UBL. This is one of my more successful seasons ever, obviously. 5-5 at -3, I believe, is one of my more successful seasons. That should tell you exactly everything you need to know about my league ability. Not very good. I think my best GBA season was 7-7 in season 2. So I thought I played a lot better in the UBL, and I think the reason for that is I wasn't under as much pressure. I didn't put myself under as much pressure because in prior league games in the GBA, the comment sections got out of hand quickly, and they really, you know, even if you won like 3-0, they would ask you, like, how can you make this play to win 5-0, you know? Because everyone in the comments is way better than you, and that's all. They would make the perfect play all the time. It's like I'm trying to think. So it's like whenever you see people do like finance projects where they like they do like the stock market on paper, and they pick all their stocks and all the moves they're gonna make, and they say how much money they would have ended up making. It's a lot different when you're the one who's emotionally invested in it, and it's a lot different when, like, you know, you have the money. When you have money involved, your real life money involved, as opposed to just kind of whatever happens on paper. Same thing with kind of Pokemon League. It's really easy to make plays in the comment section because you're not going to be the one who's going to be scrutinized or anything like that for the plays. So it's really easy for you to kind of detach emotion from it. It's really easy for you not to overthink because you're not the one who's got to deal with the real life consequences. So it's easy, right? And I put a lot of pressure on that because I was kind of the guy who made League format, and I wanted to be sort of good at it. And then on top of the fact that I was very terrible at it. It's not even like I was mediocre. It's not even like I was middling around 500. I would finish 500 once. The first season ever, I went 1-9. I won the first game, then lost the next 9. I didn't have any good seasons after that. So for in UBL to go 500, I thought it really was a kind of a boost for me. It allowed me to play with less pressure, and I think that it really helped me going forward. And I think that's going to really be a positive for me down in the future. So. Now we'll get to the question from, what's up, Papa C? Papa C11. After being out of draft league for a while, how difficult was it to getting back into it? It wasn't difficult, really. I think the hardest part was I'm trying to think what the hardest, it wasn't really that difficult getting back into it. I think the most difficult part was, once my capture card broke, finding people to record my games, really. I thought I got back in it pretty easily. I think being out of it for a while definitely did help me out. Like I said, it made me a looser player. It made me a less, kind of a less stressed player. It allowed me to I executed the Defiant Adrenaline Orb Tornadus. I executed the Hypercutter, Swords Dance, Acrobatic Gliscor. And it allowed me to do these things because I wasn't too preoccupied with, 4 seasons of disappointment where I had to kind of win games. I think going forward I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be playing a lot looser. I'm going to be trying a lot more things out. And I think I'm gonna make it more about the spectacle, because I had like a quote from an epic poem for each video that kind of correlated to the video. I had a layout that I like doing. I got people commenting. I thought I made it entertaining. So honestly, I don't think it was very hard to get back into it, but I think having this season definitely helped me because I do want to get back into it, and it was nice to know that after all this time, my battling thoughts are still there. Right? I made good predictions. I made sound plays. Granted, there were plays I made that weren't good. Like I had weeks, that week where I lost, I think, like 3-0 or 4-0 near the end of the year, where I really needed not to do that. I needed to win. I thought that was like the worst game I played in a long time. It was terrible. It was bad prep. It was bad play. And but I didn't let it get to me because I'm gonna say I won the next week 5-0, but that wasn't even. That was Sticks kind of threw that one. He didn't throw that one away, but he wasn't being serious at all. And if he won that, that would have been pretty embarrassing. But I won. I went 5-5. I didn't. I thought I played well. There wasn't a lot of. I think it was really 1 week. Okay, the week against Dan was pretty terrible too, but that one was just a shit show. I think my worst game was the game where I lost like 3-0, because that was like a must-win, and I still laid anything like that, so that's not good at all. And finally, at Sresk. Were your opponents were your opponents who you thought they were, and did you let them off the hook? Listen, if you want to crown them, crown their ass. But the Bears are who we thought they were. Let them off the hook. All right, guys. Thank you for all those questions. Again, be sure to leave questions for next week's press conference. All you YouTube guys, I care about your opinions. Be sure to do that in the comment section below. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see each and every one of you guys next time. Good night.